As we said, it's very important that the parents should strengthen the first floor. You remember that we spoke about 2 floors? Yeah. So we have to do a job on our own. Our first floor have to be strong enough. So we should not get into confrontation with our own kids, to a power struggle. And we should not be soaked into personal arguments now, because it can be hurtful ones and not balanced. As a rule, it's not worth it to get into a power struggle, not with relatives, not with the neighbors, okay? Your friends, your boss, or even your cheruta. If you see that he wants to fight, you say, I'm not interested to fight. You don't have to be a friar. This I didn't say. But it's better to think, what am I gaining? What am I losing? As we said many times over here, be smart. Don't be right. And if you can, as much as you can, let it go. Let it go. But sometimes it's not easy. We have to admit, sometimes it's not easy. There are people that their behavior can get on your nerves, Also, your own kids, the teenagers, if it's a boy or if it's a girl, they can drive you crazy. Even if the parent is, is not quick to react, balance, but sometimes the kids, it's too much. So now we have to remind ourselves, what's the tachlis? The tachlis is that we all know that we came to the world with very important mission. We have a goal. And the goal is not to argue, not to confront, and not to be dictators, and not to force our ideas because that's what we want. Why are we here for? Why did Hashem give us kids for? Why? No. What's the reason?
We learn life with them. We grow up with them. We learn life.
To preserve the Torah way of life, to preserve the Torah, that we should continue.
Meaning, our goal is to do the wish of Hashem.
Right.
That's all. Hashem gave us kids. He said, I want you to teach them how to do what I like them to do. So, meaning, they have to work on themselves, they have to work on the middles. We need shlom bayit. And we have to bring a chinuch to our kids to Avodat Hashem. All the problems of the Shlom Bayit, it's starting because we don't know what Hashem wants from us. It's always me against you. That's not what Hashem wants. That's not what He wants. So the time that you start to argue, forget Avodat Hashem, forget everything. You're not there. Now your ego starting to talk. And that's not good. That's not what Hashem wants. Hashem wants us to fight. That's what He wants. So a person should think for a second, whom am I fighting with? That's not what Hashem wants for me. So I have to do, so we have to sit down and we have to talk. When we have this goal in front of our eyes, karak, all the time, it gives us the torah to stand by very hard challenges. And life is full with difficult challenges. But I know why. I know that's what Hashem wants for me now. Okay? It's part of our Avodat Hashem. My child is a chutzpan, he is annoying, he can do. They can be sometimes bichlal to drive you crazy. The first thing that comes into your mind, what do Hashem wants for me now in this situation? Usually is not the case. We have to admit, usually this is not the case. If you're playing tennis, why are you on the field there? Huh? Because you want to win. Yes? Every sport, you want to win. Okay. In life, the goal is not to win. In life, the goal is not to win. Example, you're saying to your child, 15, 16 years old, Kacha, in this hour, you cannot go out from the house. Or, I don't like your friends, you're not going with your friends. I don't want you to watch what you're watching in our house. And what happened if he answer you b'chutzpah? Then what? He's answering back. he can tell you, don't tell me who my friends are. I know my friends, you don't know my friends. Here we go. Now, what are you going to do? So, first of all, you don't be afraid to say what you have to say. Because Hashem wants you to talk to the child. I know parents are all the time they're afraid. If I say to this to my child, this to my child, maybe he'll do this, maybe he'll do that. Up. It's a very big mistake. The teenager have to feel that Abba and Ima, they have their own way of chinuch, and this is what they want, and they're not going to change their minds. We have to talk tough. We have to talk tough, but not aggressively. It's two different things. I can say, Kaha, excuse me, at this time, nobody is going out of the house. Oh, I can say, hey, nobody is going out of the house right now. I don't want to hear it. Ooh. Which one you think the child will appreciate much more?
The first one.
The first one, yeah.
Why?
The first action.
Why?
It's like tough, but quiet.
Because you're not yelling at him.
I'm not yelling. I'm just looking at him and say to the child, in this time, nobody is going out. And you know that.
And if he yells, still?
Again, nobody is going out. I understand you, but these are the rules, and please stick to the rules. The child gets the feedback. He sees already that you're not. The moment that you start to be aggressive and it's asking for more pressure from the child, because you see, you're becoming vulnerable. Be firm and quiet. So, because the child have to see that it's coming from a place of love, not a place of anger. And it's not a contradiction when you're saying to the child, no, you cannot go out now, or not with these friends. I don't like these friends. It's not a contradiction. You think that if you're talking softly on this, it shows that you're vulnerable. No. Dafka, the people who talking quietly, and it shows that you care, you love the child, but my word is a word. So, meaning the children have to respect how they're going to respect you, but stop acting like a clown. Stop acting like a madman, jumping up and down, screaming, shouting. Why? It can be done in a very nice way. There is no power struggle. Oy vavoy, if this is what we have in our house. Oy vavoy. No power struggle. No. Only wisdom and midot tovot. Good character. Top nice. If a person is worthy, if he is privileged, and he has emunah b'Hashem, he understands that everything is for his own good. Everything is for the good. Even when the kids are chutzpanim, it's for your own good. Why it's good? I can't take it. Because every challenge is coming to complete your tikkunim that you came to this world for. For the house, every challenge you have to know. And remember what I'm saying now. Your house, your wife and kids, your money, the wisdom and the foolishness, the weaknesses and the strength that you have, the success or the lack of success, it's one system that Hashem built only for you. And this will bring you to the goal that you came to the world for. So your kids also will help you to get to the goal that you came to the world for. So now, listen to this. A friend of mine that also is a speaker, and he talks about also chinuch in Eretz Israel though. He told me that the one time after he gave a lecture on this topic, a Jew came to him after the lecture and told him, whatever you said in the lecture is exactly me. I have no self-worth. He said, like the Meraglim, the spies that they say we felt like grasshoppers, yes? He said, that's how I feel. I'm a grasshopper. He said, that's what I feel. I always feel that people thinking about me that I don't worth anything. Even though they're not saying it to my face, but I feel that they don't, I'm not important in their eyes. He said, I know what they're thinking about me. Oh, wow. So then my friend, he told me, why does he feel like a grasshopper? Because he's looking at himself as zero. So he thinks everybody else looking at him like zero. It's not them. It's him. It's him. When you feel that you're zero, wherever you go, you think everybody thinks about you like this. So I was asking him, so what did you tell him that this is a problem? So he said, I told him, start to go up in a level. How? So he said, I don't know why I said it. I told them, start to wear a white shirt. He says, I don't know why even I said it. He said, you wear white shirt like me. He says, I'll tell you the truth. I think Hashem put it in my mouth. That's what I have to say. He says, I didn't know even what I'm saying. After 2 weeks, he calls me up. He says, Behemet, your advice was very good. Since I started to wear a white shirt, I'm going out of the house happy. I feel good. Now all my feelings changed. I feel so good about myself. I told him, you must be joking. How can it be? A white shirt? So, so he told me, I am surprised as you are. That's not what I learned, that's not everything, but it worked. He said the shirt is a shirt, but it worked. So at the end, we sat down and we said, let's think it over. What happened over here? This came out nowhere. Mamash, straight from Shamayim. Straight from Shamayim. What happened? So we came up with a conclusion that this shirt gave him importance among the Torah learner. Now he look like them. He is one of them. So now I felt good. You something, you ben Torah. You ben Torah. by the way that the person dress, and this I'm saying already for years, I'm talking about this. By the way that you dress, it make a big impact on you. I saw people that I told them, you have to buy a hat. He said, me, hat? I'm not even see myself with a hat. I said, that's the problem. Meaning he's still looking at himself as what? It's not for me. I'm not there yet. Ah, are you a Jew? Go. When I bought him a hat, then the guy changed completely. Pitom, you're talking to a different person. Why? Because now he feels obligated. I cannot talk like somebody from there. Now, so he put you, there is no obligation to go with the hat. Where is it written? Nowhere. But it will change you. It will change you. Meaning, whatever can give you, better feeling about yourself, take it. Why? Because why do you think in the yeshiva we emphasizing you have to come with jacket, hat, white shirt? People saying, but this is not that important. שיהיה Ben Adam. Teach him how to be a person. Correct? But when you dress in a certain way, it gives you importance that you're the son of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It gives you chizuk. It reminds you where you belong. When you're wearing jeans, pins, all this, what this have to do with royalty? So of course, you don't like yourself. And that's why the generation now, with all the crazy stuff that they wear today, okay, they have no self-worth. They don't think about themselves that they're worth something, so they have to do crazy stuff. Earrings, tattoos, all kind of cars and houses and this. Maybe that's nothing. It will not change anything. It just show in what big of a trouble you are. Because when a person has self-worth, he doesn't need all this. Who needs a b'chla? This is the best indication that you're in trouble. Only if I have a Rolex, this and this, then I'll feel good. We have to understand that our children, and we as well, we're all the children of Hashem. How can we forget this? Why are we forgetting this? Why? And this we have to give over to the kids. A child of Hashem don't talk like this. We're here to do what Hashem wants us to do. All the time, give him importance, importance, importance. So that will give you self-worth. And then the child, he can do things that you're not even imagining. So now, how do we know if our child has self-worth or not? How do we know? If what we're trying to build in them, if it's going well or not. How can we know that? If the child is able to accept a criticism, a normal one. If he is ready to hear, meaning he has self-worth. He is not starting to react and jump up and down. That means that we have a job to do. If the child, if you tell him small words of criticism, and he start to jump up and down and make a balagan, you know that a child looking at himself like zero. So part of our job in our house is to enhance the self-worth of every one of our children. What a mission is this? What a mission. So, what brings a child to feel that he is nobody? What can cause it?
The behavior of the parents when they put them down. For every single thing that they do, they put him down, they scream at him, they don't let him talk.
There is more into it.
Like the abusive behavior of the parents could cause it, no?
That I think is part of it.
Emuna,
No.
How about criticism?
Ma?
Constant criticism.
No. Let me help. We got used to test ourselves and to value ourselves according to our achievements. If you're bringing home on the tests 90, hundreds, or your salary is a bit big, okay? That's how we grew up, and that's how the world operates. Results. So, if you get hundreds, you're good. If you're good in the class, you understand everything there. But if hardly you get 70, after all the effort that you put, you don't have, okay. You your notebook is not that neat. Too many erasers. And the spelling is not up to par. Malasot. What to do according to the society? You're not mutzlach, as we say, not successful. Why? Because your achievements are not up to par. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes,
Yes.
that's correct.
And we are eyewitnesses that this has been going on for 70 years already. It's nothing new. It's American.
And if chas v'shalom, you don't bring 70, you bring 60s. Why?
You're a failure.
The parents sitting Tisha B'Av. Yes?
Yes.
That's why all the time I hear education, we want high education, but the parents, I don't know where their mind is.
Mhm,
That's what's important.
mhm.
All the time I hear it, every day, Kimat.
Hmm.
Why did you put them in this yeshiva? No, the education is not up to par. Why? He has to go to college and he has to make it, and he has to be a doctor, he has to be a lawyer. If not, wow. We failures. We failed. He failed. And when the child don't feel good about himself, he feel like he's zero. That's not a failure. This is mamash so crooked. If you got 100 easy one, or if you got hardly 70 after day and nights that you learn for the test, you still have a value. You're still the child of Hashem. Who cares about it? Who cares? My kids will tell you until now. They used to come home with, a report card. I בכלל ככה, I looked at it and said, this is not important. I want you to be Oved Hashem. The talent that you have always will come. A talent is a talent. You're not going to be able to break it even if you want to. It's chashuv to tell the child you are the child of Hashem. 100, 70, 40, 50, who cares? You have your value. He said, but I don't feel good. Everybody get 80, 90. Everybody in your classroom, they are the children of Hashem. And you have to have, that's the value that you have. You appreciate yourself. I'm a son of Hashem. And Hashem loves me With my 40, with my 50, with my 100, Hashem loves me.
You didn't praise them when they got 100 in Gemara, let's say? No?
Because they were capable.
Rabbi 915.
I know. I have self-worth, proud of myself always, because I'm a Jew. Here we go. Because I'm a Jew. And Hashem sent me to this world for what? To fulfill a mission that nobody else can do. You cannot do what I do, and I cannot do what you do. Each one has his own mission. And every morning we say Modéani. Yes? We spoke about it? Yes? Okay. Who can tell me what does it mean? Bechemla rabbihaimoff. Here we go. Yalla. What does it mean?
I forgot. I remember you told us.
No? And
Abraham, you probably know.
anybody wants to try? Bechemla rabbihaimoff.
In a big mercy that you believe in us.
Your trust in me is big.
Very good. Now we're talking. Two of my students, I see.
Shalom Aleichem Harav.
Shalom Aleichem Tzadik. Ronen. rabbihaimoff means Hashem waking us up every morning because He trusts us. Even though we're failing on a test, even though we're not getting the 100 that we're looking for. But Hashem says, I believe in you because I sent you to a mission. And you have to fulfill the mission. And He gave us all the tools that we need, all the capacity, and the talent, and the strength, and the parents that we need, the society that we need, the shul that we need, the yeshiva that we need. It's all from Hashem. And He's counting on us. He's counting on us that we're going to fulfill the mission. Even though yesterday it wasn't such a successful day, Hashem says, I still believe in you. Why? Because you're my child. You have my kochot. You have my kochot. You can do it. Okay, go. And every morning He gives us back the neshama. Did you think about it once? Huh? With the 40s and with the 50s, yeah? You think that Hashem cares for 40 or 50 or 100? Well, when the parents instilling it to the kids when they're young all the time, instilling first in us and then to the kids, the house looks completely different. Completely different. I tell you, when I went to the army, the Nisyonot in the army, Shem Yirachem. The challenges over there, and I'm talking to you more than 50 years ago. 50 years ago. Boys and girls, masses. I was out of it completely. Why? Because when I was a child, my parents always used to tell me, and my Savta always used to tell us, don't forget where you're coming from. Don't forget where you're coming from. You're not like anybody else. Your Saba was Tamid Chacham, big Tamid Chacham. You cannot be like anybody else. And that's how we grew up. We had no friends even from the outside. My parents said, your cousin, the family, zero. Why? You're not like anybody else. And this give you so much self-worth, you know. It can carry you everywhere. Why? Because everyone in the family feels he is a child of Hashem. And they know that they came for a special mission that Abba cannot do for them, and they cannot do it for me. I have to do for myself, they have to do for themselves. So each one is important. This importance, nobody can take it away. What can take it away? What? You have a neshama and he has a neshama. So what, you better than him? What? He has a mission, a special one, and you have a special one. When I feel that I'm protected in my job, for example, I know that everybody relying on me. Would I be afraid of a competition? If a child knows nobody can compete with me because I came for different mission, there is no competition. There's no competition. And the parents keep saying, why can't you be like your sister? Why can't you be like a brother? That's why we give every child a different name. Why can we say Chaim A, Chaim B, Chaim C? Why not? Each child has a different name because he has a different mission. So if you see people arguing on shtuyot, nonsense, and all the time they have complaints, you have to know, even I'm teaching you, these people feel about themselves zero. because they don't have self-value, self-worth. So they're trying to make you to lower you so he can feel good. So it's very important to tell the child. It's not, I'm not talking about a gavana. No, that's not good. Because a gava, you think that you have the talent, you brought the talent to yourself. That's not good. Everything that you got is from Hashem. Your job is only to develop it, and that's it. Okay, but it's not yours. So very much it's good to say to the child, you're very important, and you're very special. In these words, there is nobody like you in the whole world, which is not a lie, which is not a lie. There is nobody like him in the whole world. Your friend also very important, very unique. Don't forget, you a Jew and you are the crown of the creation, the crown. Why? Because you have a kippah. You have tzitzit. If you a girl, you have tights, long skirts, tzniut. That's what makes you very unique, very special. And that's what Hashem wants from you. So a child will feel good about it. Imagine for a second, a non-observant lady going in Bnei Brak, that she is not tzanua, if she has some sechel, how does she feel? She sees everybody else, well, you like, it's coming because she don't have self-worth. That's a problem. Her parents didn't do a good job. So our job is to tell our kids, you're special, unique. Nobody like you in the whole world, nobody like them in the whole world, nobody like this in the whole world. Each one is very important. Achievements, if not now, will be later on. Every child knows what to do. He'll figure himself out. He'll figure himself out. Okay? My time is up.
Can I ask a question, Rabbi?
Yeah, go ahead. No? Yeah. What's the question? Okay, רבותיי. שבוע טוב.
Thank
See
you,
you
Rabbi.
tomorrow night אם ירצה
Thank you
השם.
very much.